Okay, so what is this market value you're looking at when you put your address into a site to get your market value for your home? I'm Angie Tonini-Rogers. I'm your nurse in realty. And let's talk about this real quick so you understand exactly where this number comes from. So the Zillow, which is a Zestimate, which is essentially a guess, and I'll explain why, Redfin, Realtor.com, USHUDs.com, even HomeBot, which is a paid subscription that I send out to my clients. All of these things, and there's a disclaimer on each of these sites, I challenge you to go look at it, will say essentially this is an average of all of the homes sold in your neighborhood, in your zip code, and it is an average. So they literally will take sales from every neighborhood or zip code sometimes, and they will add them up, divide them by the number of homes that were sold, and then there is your average. Sometimes this value that you see for your home that you get back from these could vary from $100,000 more than what your home might be worth, and $100,000 less than what your home may be worth. So it's really important to understand that these are just averages. It just gives you a guide. It gives you some information. But just like any information, you've got to do some due diligence to make sure that you get exactly what you need when you are really trying to get an individual assessment of your home for the market. It's really important to know that none of these sites take into consider condition of your home or the other homes that were sold. Updates, renovations, location. You could be in a zip code, but that zip code could vary greatly from what kinds of homes are in different areas of that zip code. Neighborhood, even. You could be on a golf course home where you see the water and you see the golf course versus another golf course home in that community that has no access to any water or golf course view. Right? So there is such variation. You could be talking about a 2-story home versus a ranch home, a 3-bedroom home that's 3,000 square feet, or a 2-bedroom home that's 900 square feet. So just understand that these are just values that they add together, divide them up, and give you an average. In order to get a real value for your home, you need a professional realtor to come out, take a look at your home, assess the condition, assess your updates, look at the market for that specific location. What is the market value for those homes, and in comparison to yours related to condition and updates and things like that. This is a very meticulous assessment that the professional realtor should be able to do when they come out to your home and give you that market value for your home. The other great piece that has to be considered is the actual market right now in this moment in time. Understand that market value is a moving target. Tonight, a house could show up as closed and sold at $50,000 higher than what the neighborhood had been going for in the past. And so like houses in like condition and like locations could sell for $50,000 higher. Same thing could happen on the lower end. It could go lower. So it's just important to know that a market value is a moment in time right now at this moment with this number of houses that are listed or being sold in your neighborhood. Here's what the best guess would be on what a buyer is going to determine your market value. And understand, sellers, this is the worst part for sellers. We don't get to decide the values of our home. Unfortunately, all of our emotions and our family gatherings and all of our, our kids growing up and learning to walk in the house and riding a bike, none of that gets to go into the market value, and we don't get to decide what the value of our home is, because to us, the value of our home is going to be so much higher than what someone might pay for it in the actual market. The buyers, the ones who bring the money, they're the ones who get to decide on what market value of homes are. It's what is the buyer willing to pay, and what is the appraiser also going to corroborate with that buyer on what that market value is. So those are the two things that really help to decide what the market value is. And it is a professional realtor's job day in and day out to make sure that they understand this entire picture, the big picture of it, considering all these things to come up with the best market value for your home. One other tip: if you are ready to sell and you are looking for a professional realtor, make sure that that realtor understands the market and gives you a fair market value. You might have a realtor that'll give you a much higher price. If you say, I want to sell it for this, and it appears to be $50,000 higher than market, you might have realtors that'll put it on the market for that, but it is very likely it's not going to sell at that. And then there's so many different reasons on why you don't want to be overpriced when you go to market that can be talked about at a different time individually if you'd like, but it's super important to get the price right and get it right first when you first go to market. The second thing is that you've got to make sure that your realtor has an aggressive professional marketing plan, because all realtors are not the same, unfortunately. That is why I am say that I am your nurse in realty, because I'm trying to bring all of the most trusted qualities of the most trusted profession in the world of nursing to real estate. 20 years in healthcare, 16 years as a nurse, and I'm bringing all of those skill sets to real estate to better serve you. Quality, excellence, care, compassion, integrity, and honesty. I want to bring all those things to you in the real estate field to better serve you. So that's my purpose, to help you in the real estate field. But it's just important to use a realtor that knows what's going on, is going to use all those skill sets that I just mentioned, but will also be honest enough with you. It is not helpful to you as the seller to agree just to post it $50,000 higher, even though we know the market is saying it's 50,000 less. It's just, and there's, again, so many reasons why. So you can reach out to me if you have questions about why that would be a bad thing. And the other thing is the marketing. You've got to have someone who, if they're going to help you sell your house, they've got to have a plan to do it. I personally have a very aggressive plan to help sellers sell, and I'd be happy to talk with you about those as you get ready to do that. So if you have any other questions about that, if you want a market value of your home, of course you can sign in to get the market value report that I do just for my clients. I'm willing to send that to you. Just let me know what email to send it to. And if you want an individual professional realtor's assessment of your house, where I come to see your house, feel free to book that with me, and I'd be happy to help you understand what the market is saying that your house is worth. Thanks so much. Make it a great day.